I want to share with you guys my new amazing ring. Um, I I just I've been over the moon. You know what happened was that my husband and I were out, and he wanted to buy me a new diamond, and we've been married for decades, absolutely decades. So we go to this jewelry store, and it was so incredible, so amazing. He gets down on his knees in the middle of the store. He gets down on his knees and he says, "Will you marry me, please?" all over again. And he presents me with this amazing ring, and I just laughed hysterically. I just thought it was so darling and so incredible, and I just feel so amazingly blessed. And some of you may not know my background, but for me to be living into this reality is so incredible. I was born into a family that really only wanted boys. I was the fifth daughter, and when I was born, my father didn't actually come to the hospital to see me. He said, "Another girl, I'm not interested, another piece of shit." Um, and um, and he actually only said, "I love you" once, and he was drunk at that point. And so when I started dating, I, of course, settled for crumbs. I wanted the ones that didn't want me. People were disappearing on me. It was horrendous, horrendous, horrendous. And luckily, a fairy godmother came into my life and really helped me to create this love that is truly beyond my wildest dreams. So if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I don't care what wounds you've had in the past. I don't care what's happened to you in your dating life. I know for a fact that you can do it. So let's get started. The first topic we're going to talk about is how to find and access your can't miss intuition about a guy or a woman that you're dating, right? Sometimes it can get really, really, really confusing with someone because things may get hot, you may be coming together, it feels amazing, you think it might be the one, but you're not sure. So let's give you this exercise that will help you understand if the person is in alignment with your heart's desire about love. Okay, so let's get settled, and we're going to do a little focusing exercise. I'm going to ring these bells, and I'd like you to close your eyes for a minute. We're going to do a guided imagery. And when I ring the bells, I'd like the silence. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now, keeping your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that you have actually created soulmate love that is beyond your wildest dreams. And I mean beyond. So you want to envision a scene that has all the wonderful components that call to your heart. You know, you may be in a little hut in Tahiti overlooking this amazing turquoise water together with your soulmate. You may be in an amazing forest in the Rockies. You may be at a darling romantic little French restaurant. I want you to envision soulmate love, incredible soulmate love. And even if you are in a relationship, I'd like you to do this exercise and just envision the most incredible scene that is unfolding. And in the scene, you feel so at home and so connected. And the world feels like an amazing place. The world feels better because you're together. And you and your partner are totally on this deep, connected wavelength together. And you are feeling very, very good. Very, very good. Better than you've ever felt before in a love relationship. Better, even better than you've ever felt before. You got that? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you feel chosen and wanted and valued and loved. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you feel like there's a future of possibilities together, that there's a future where the two of you can build more and more and more of what you're destined to be doing together here, you know, whether that's a wonderful family or a mission of helping and serving in the world. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you feel very blessed and very, very held and present. Wonderful, wonderful. So this is your vision. Now you can open your eyes. You did a great job. This is your vision for soulmate love, right? So when you meet someone, if you're single and you meet someone and you're with them, you want to feel what it feels like in terms of putting them up against that vision. In other words, being with them, how much in alignment does it actually seem to be with your soulmate vision? Is it in alignment? Is there a little bit of anxiety? Is it not quite as calm and beautiful as your soulmate vision? Or does the person feel like they could be part of that vision with you? Your intuition does not lie. Your gut intuition, which you feel down here, does not lie. It will not lie to you. You can have a sexual excitement with someone that will lie to you. It's going to lie to you sometimes, right? But your gut intuition about, you know, a soulmate connection will not lie to you. So that's what you want to trust. And that's how you can measure a relationship with someone you're dating. Now, another topic I promised for you was red flags. If you're dating someone, what are the red flags that you can see that might really save you from a lot of heartbreak? You know, we'll get into just a few of them here. We have lots of time in our meetings every Thursday at 2. We'll have a lot more for you. But some of the key red flags are the person seems to always be needing a drink. They want to only go to a restaurant where there's alcohol. They're always needing a drink, okay? Someone can have a difficulty with alcohol even though they are not drinking to the point of getting drunk, but it can be a serious difficulty, and that's a red flag. Number 2, if they seem to be very self-involved when they're talking, they're not actually asking you questions, they're self-involved, they're focusing on themselves, and they don't seem interested in you, that's another red flag. And then a third red flag you may want to look for is actually how they're treating other people, particularly if you're in a situation like you're out to dinner, how they're treating the waiter or waitress or the maitre d', how they treat people on the street. Do they seem self-absorbed and like people are objects to get out of their way, or are they actually relational to the people around them, where they're cordial and they're warm and they're connected to them? Obviously, if they're in that kind of self-absorption and seeing people as objects, that is another red flag, because even though initially they're acting like you're fantastic and they seem to be paying attention to you, over time they're going to get very narcissistic and you will become an object to them. So that's another red flag. And then finally, I want to talk about these 3 key questions that separate the duds, that's the definitely unworkable dudes or duds, from the studs, who are the seriously terrific, utterly devoted dudes. And so many women in our Love Mentor coaching program have used these questions, and they've really been able to tell whether someone has soulmate potential. These are really, really key questions. You know, the first question is, is the person crazy about you? Are they eager to see you, reluctant to leave you, think you're very special? You know, they don't particularly want to date other people. They're willing to wait for you if you're not ready to just see them and be exclusive with them. That's a very important one. And number 2 is, are they willing to grow? There's no perfect connection for you. There's no perfect connection for anybody. There's no perfect prince or princess. But having someone who's willing to grow, they could grow into a fantastic partner for you. You know, when I met Sam, my husband, we had a lot of clashing, a lot of issues. The thing that saved us is that we were willing to grow. We were willing to work on ourselves. He was willing to work on himself. You know, in the beginning, he didn't make eye contact with me, for example. And I asked him to please make eye contact with me. And he did that, and he learned how to do that. And now it's just, you know, it's really extraordinary. It's really, really fantastic. Willing to grow. In other words, has the person been in therapy? Have they been in coaching? Can they tell you what they did wrong in their last relationship? That's very important. Or are they a victim who's always been wronged by everyone else? We don't need that. And so that's number 2. Are they willing to grow? Number 3 is, do they have your special soulmate qualities where they totally connect to you? And what are some of these qualities? Well, if you're with someone and you feel like you've come home, you feel like being with them is being home, that is the hallmark of a soulmate connection. Also, if it feels like it was meant to be, absolutely meant to be, like it's kissed by destiny or sent by the divine, right? So there's a spiritual dimension to it. That is a soulmate connection. Very, 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 very special. Is there a sense that you kind of know each other? You kind of know what each other's going to say. You finish each other's sentences, right? That is a beautiful soulmate quality. Very, very beautiful. And finally today, I just want to say the quality of the world seeming like a better place. If the world seems like a better place when you're with someone, that is also a soulmate quality. So these are some of the keys in that third question. You know, do they have soulmate potential? These are some of the keys within that question to see whether the person can really make your heart sing. And there is someone for everyone. In fact, there's more than one soulmate for every person. Yes. Even if you feel that, you know, your soulmate was there and you lost them and now you can't get anybody back like that, you know, that's your ex was your true soulmate. There's actually more than one for you. Absolutely more than one. You know, I have seen so many people overcome tremendous adversity, being cheated on, being betrayed, being left, you name it, and actually find a new incredible soulmate. So it's very, very important to not quit before the miracle. And by the way, when we're talking about a soulmate connection, that's also true of you guys who are already in couples, of a soulmate friend. You know, you want soulmate friends where you feel like you've come home. You can end each other's sentences. You know, the world is a better place. You are together. You have a shared mission, and those things are very blessed. You know, those kinds of soulmate qualities are very blessed and will carry you into a lot of happiness. Absolutely, a lot of happiness. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being with me. I love you guys so much. And please join me next Thursday at 2 Eastern Time. And we'll talk about more key tools to create soulmate love. And it'll be fantastic. I have some wonderful, wonderful stuff to share with you. And in the meantime, please sign up for my free support. I have a newsletter for you that I think you'll really find to be very, very helpful. And that's at lovein90days.com. That's lovein90days.com. Just go there and fill out the little form, and you'll be able to get that newsletter. And I think you'll really, really enjoy it. So till next week, I'm sending you lots of love.